All right, fantastic. We are live. How are we all doing on this fine Tuesday? I'm losing track of what day it is, who I am, where I am, why I am. I spent my weekend. I didn't even mention this to you. I spent my weekend playing Chaos Dwarfs at the TSN Arena on stream, which was a lot of fun. And turns out that was actually, if we don't count the two games that I played at the start of the edition when I was trying to decide which army to play, and realized that I was bad at fantasy, and playing a faction with 3-inch move was not the way to like get good at playing fantasy. That was games 1 through 5 of playing Chaos Dwarf, so that was a lot of fun. I had a great time doing it. Good faction, and I see what you enjoy about them. There's a lot there, but we are here. We're going to talk about the Six Nations, which is not a rugby event. It is a similar demographic though. And I will say, just it's not only men who play Warhammer, but the men who are involved weigh roughly the same as rugby players, are roughly the same height, have similar amounts of facial hair, and they wear sports shirts. So I think it's basically the same thing. If we're going one-to-one comparisons on Six Nations for rugby, Six Nations for whatever. I'm losing the ability to talk. But I'm joined by Team England's vice captain, WTC champion of the first year, and you're back to this is the first international event since the WTC in September. So I'm assuming the attitude in the camp is that you're going to put your stamp on things and you're going to go straight in and win this and show everyone who's boss.
I mean, it's the start of a new season, so technically, if we win this, it won't be the Triple Crown. We'll have to start again. But
fair.
It will be our third international tournament back-to-back that we'll have won. Yeah. So there is a certain degree of batting going on, but also we're also very humble because the game has changed dramatically from when we last played as a team. 1.5 happened, So, and it really sunk in. We've got a lot more FAQs coming out, a lot more armies now. So yeah, it's a different game than what we played, and we've got a different team. So
fantastic. Well, before we get into that though, there is a reason that it's specifically you here that's on my screen, and there's a little bit of there's a very short story that you're going to tell, and then we're going to plug your new website that should have been launching in April, but the timeline may have been pushed up a little bit. So do you want to share why you're here specifically?
Yeah, so I'm here specifically because Ed is amazing, and he's offered me a little platform for a few seconds. I'm sure some of you may know me not just as a vice captain of Team England, but I'm the guy who runs UK Resin Print. So I do a load of resin miniatures, and I used to have a home on Etsy. I was one of the biggest stores on there up until a week ago. And I say up until a week ago because of reasons I will get into on other videos, not to waste your time. The store's gone. But I now have a new website. It's ukresinprint.com, and there's a few things that you need to be aware of. It's cheaper. You get free shipping on 50 quid orders for the UK, and it's a much nicer experience to shop on than Etsy as well because there's not ads everywhere. It's a clean website. So yeah, I'd love it if you'd come over and join. We've got 10% off for the moment as well, for a while, just until the website all settles in. But yeah, please come over and visit ukresinprint.com.
It is in the description. If you're watching this back, you're not watching it live, there is a link directly right at the top of the description to find his stuff. And if you are watching live and you don't see it, it's because I just edited it in, so you'd have to refresh the page. But that's fine, because you can probably type ukresinprint.com, and we'll make sure to say that at the end as well. So, I am looking forward to seeing that video, because I got the abridged Cliff Notes, but I'm a sucker for a good long form video where I get to hear you having a rant. So that's going to be fun when that one comes out.
Well, I've been told by my social media guys I need to start a YouTube channel as well. So you might even be on there. I don't know. So
absolutely, I'm not sure anyone plays Warhammer who doesn't have a YouTube channel.
It's the done thing these days, isn't it? Play Old World, start YouTube.
Yeah. I was pretty late to the party. I'd been playing for like 3 months before I even made my channel. So I think I was slacking. And you're like 2 years in.
Fashionably late.
Absolutely
late.
Yeah, I mean, you're a man with a cloak on, so I think that's a fair assessment of the situation. Or maybe you're just keeping warm in a dressing gown, who can say? All right.
I'm very cold.
Speaking of rants, you said there's an interesting pack that you wanted to talk about. And I think this is a really interesting one, because I have seen there's been discussion about Six Nations. I've had some stuff going in my personal life. I've been busy people may have seen, I was playing on stream at the TSN Arena on the Square-based YouTube channel Twitch channel over the weekend on the Honest Wargamer. So there'll be videos of that coming out. I am not plugged in. I have not had a chance to look at these lists, and I was going to at some point this week. And when you messaged me yesterday, I was like, you know what, this is a perfect time for someone who actually knows what they're talking about to tell me what I should think. It's so nice to have it this way around instead of having to make up my own mind. So
it's like the roles reversed, isn't it? You're not.
Oh no, I'm not accusing you of being told what to think, but it's just nice to have a break. Sometimes you don't want to drive. Sometimes your beautiful bearded wife.
You can't drive.
Fuck you, I can. I have my license. I also have a 200% pass rate on my theory, because by the time I got round to, I did fail my first test. The time I got round to booking the second one, because it was post-COVID and there was a really long backup and people trying to get tests, my theory had expired. I didn't realize this could happen. So yeah, I'm not going to say I'm the only person with a 200% pass rate, but I've taken it and passed it twice when you only need it once to pass your actual practical. Anyway, spurious aspersions of my ability to drive aside, you said you wanted to start off with the tournament pack. Fill me in.
Yeah. So it's different. So the tournament operator of this is Pash. He's got a YouTube channel as well, Pash Hammer. Lovely bloke.
Absolutely. And so terrible man.
Yeah, your channel.
Someone's going to hear that one day and believe me. But that just adds
man who's begging for business at the moment and needs to be politically correct. So lovely bloke. No, so he's running the event up in Stirling in Scotland. So Pash was the team captain for Scotland last year. He's not part of it this year, but he's just been the TO.
Yeah.
So he's doing a lot of work behind that, and he's brought in some other people to help out. He wanted to do something a bit different because in his eyes, all of the international events were very samey, and wanted to do something a little bit different as both a palate cleanser and also just to set the Six Nations that he was running aside from the rest. To which we are playing 2,200 points. And that changes things.
Yes.
And that's 2,200 points with all the addendums you'd think. So that's 550 point characters.
Ooh.
That's 550 point units.
Ooh.
It's increased. So it gets really stinky, though, if you're in one of these lists that's got to do 33% core.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like 700 points. Yeah. So it gets stinky quite quickly.
Yeah.
But what that 550 means immediately, and I'm sure you're all thinking at the moment you heard this, people who are watching it, Super Chaos Dragons, Super High Elf Dragons, Mega Death. All of that can now start to occur. So it did open a lot of new options. There's some things that we just didn't see. Like, I don't think anyone took the Mega Chaos Dragon. But there was a lot of Mega High Elf Dragons. That's in there for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really, really changed things. And as well, the other big change that's in the pack is the brackets. So the scoring brackets are gigantic. If we see more than 320-0s at the weekend, I'll be shocked, because you got to score over 3,000 points.
Wow,
which is
big.
Yeah,
interesting.
Big. Very big.
And Charlie's not there, right? So who's gonna smash the 20-0s?
Charlie's not there. Charlie's spending some time with his family at the moment, so he's not here for this one. But everything is good with him. Charlie's still on the team, but he's just stepping out on this one to spend some family time. So we've got Keith running Vampires this time around, our new member of the team. And we've got little Jack Toll coming as a Bretonian player. Other than that, it's the team that you know from last year. But yeah, it's an interesting one. So I'm not playing Cathay this time around. Playing Beastmen. I fucking hated playing Cathay last year. I won't do it. I said to Richie, that's my one. I've done it. I'm passing this hate stick to somebody else. So Steve Toll's doing it now because he got sad he can't run dragons. So instead he's running dragons.
Sure.
In the form of Shigengans. You know?
Makes sense.
Yeah. Other than that, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right. Interesting stuff. So 2,200 is interesting. I've been, and there's I'm going to start talking about some Square-based stuff, like Square-based comp and stuff in the upcoming weeks.
Of course, they play at that level there, don't they?
Well, there's variable points, but also before they went to Square-based comp, I played a few events at 2,600. I like being forced to make choices at 2,000 points, but yeah, there's something fun about just putting more
all the toys, don't you?
Yeah.
So interesting. The game you played with Square, because I don't do Square-based comp. It's not something I keep in the loop about.
Sure.
Do they go with all of the stretched carrots? Sorry, at 2,200.
No, you're still capped at 500 for everything, which I think is
okay.
Like when you can go up to 2,600 and you've got variable points between them. It's probably wise to be like, no one can go like at 2/6. You can't go for a 650 point dragon, or not that there's any dragons in that tier, but like they keep it level that way, and then it's just how many points you can bring and how many points you score for the units. But that's a topic for another day. Pash, I don't know if you saw, Pash says thanks Tom checks in the mail when he was saying that you were saying that he's
sorry, I can't see the live stream. I'm on Discord with Ed at the moment, so if there is anyone chatting to me, I'm not ignoring you.
Don't worry, if anything comes up that's worth passing on, I'll do so. My nemesis here, still a better love story than Twilight. Anyway, let's talk Warhammer then. So we've got this event. It's 2,200 points. It's going to be 6 nations. For anyone who doesn't know what 6 nations is, if you somehow have lived under a rock, it's the same 6 nations as you'd expect to see from the sporting events. You've got England, you've got Wales, you've got Scotland, you've got Ireland. Is it referred to as the entirety of Ireland, or is it one of the two?
I think on this. Oh God, that's such a dangerous question.
We're going to move on. This is my ignorance. I actually don't know if it is specifically.
I don't know either, so I don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah,
by assuming, I'm not going to assume an answer by offending anybody. I don't know. Is the answer?
Apologies if I. It just says Ireland on here, so I think it's the whole thing. But if it's not, my bad. We've got France and we've got Spain as well. Italy as well.
Italy.
I can't keep Spain and Italy together in my head for some reason. I've been talking about how I'm going to be going to Italy in the summertime.
Between them. Big bit C there. One's like a boot, the other's a square.
Yeah, but like I keep saying that I'm going to one, and it's actually the other, and I can't.
Mate, I nearly booked tickets to Mel. You know when we were going through booking everything for Germany. I was like, oh yeah, Hotel Mel, Osnabrück. Let's do that again.
Amazing,
yeah, no,
yeah. I mean, I think the Open's going to be there. So if any of you lads are coming to the Open whenever it is in like
I might
November or December,
I miss it. It was such a good hotel.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the place. I didn't love the level of service, but again, that's a rant for a different time. Thank you, Amy. Amy says, except for the Ragnarok. I'm not sure what that's in referring to, but it is always worth bringing up the Ragnarok. So there's
you can do a super Ragnarok at this. I feel like that was the reason Pash went to the 550 characters. That's the reason.
Comp. You can run a slightly bigger Ragnarok. That's the only model that's not comped for like all 3 mad Orcs and Goblin players in the country. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got the 6 Nations pack. Very quickly breezed over what it is, and now shall we talk some of the interesting things? Obviously, you are going to play the event. You're not going to reveal any tech. So I'm not going to ask you necessarily any questions about England. I did see a slightly mad looking list from Dave, which has got a lot of weird boys and weird knobs. Now, I'm not going to ask you any questions about this.
You can ask them, but I hold the right to not answer them. That's all.
I don't need to. I'm going to make a statement about this. And I don't feel like anything I'm doing is going to be giving information to the 5 international teams who are coming that aren't England that couldn't work out. There's an interesting spell that you can take if you're an Orc caster, which is a line spell. So you can potentially look at sniping some models. And also, you can tie things up in combat, and you can still hit them with your spell. You can go through terrain. Now, theoretically, you might have, I don't know, 5 wizards that can do the Gaze of Gork. That might be something that we're excited about, potentially. And I'm interested to see how that goes.
That list has been floating around. I feel like someone did it in the LD3 online tournament. I've seen a couple of people do it at
I've seen versions of it that I don't think are good.
I've seen people. It is a list I've seen people try. I don't know if that's what Dave's doing here exactly, but I've definitely seen people doing that kind of thing. It is a list.
I am very curious to see how it performs. I think it'll be I hope that it's bad. Not because I want England to do poorly at all, but because I don't really want to have to play against this. And I will say, the last time Dave innovated with Orcs and Goblins, my life became much worse. Now, I shouldn't have platformed.
Shall we just say that my life became much worse, Ed? My life's become much worse again, Ed. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
He has a special... In fact, he's not going to mind me saying this because he says it to everyone. This is the combined might of James Ramsey and Dave Brewis in one list. That's what's happened. Yeah,
Ramsey does know what he's talking about, and Dave's nice.
Yeah. They're both filthmongers when it comes to lists entirely.
Yeah, no. So. To be entirely fair to Dave, he said, but it was like, wasn't it before? Oh, it must have been just after WTC that he'd cooked up the next Orc filth, but you wouldn't hear anything about it from him until the next international.
This
event.
Isn't it?
Oh,
This isn't it.
interesting. So he's got another set of filth.
There's another one. It just needs
Hey,
one or two.
good to see you,
It
Dave.
needs one or two things to occur.
Yeah.
But there is another list. There is another one.
Yeah. I've never made a good Orcs and Goblin list in my life, says Dave. That's true. The ones that you made were war crimes, and I, as a dragon enjoyer, had a really bad time beating people who played it. But every game was very stressful. Like it did suck.
I mean, if you ever want to know what Dave's cooking anyway, it's really, really easy. Just go ask Nick Boucher. It's dead easy.
Poor Nick. Not even here catching strays. So then we've got, looks like a relatively standard Team England Vampire Count list, but you go in double Mortis Engine. So I'm assuming this is just a case of you're probably not going to pair them into the cannons. You're using it for other things, because that's the only thing the Mortis Engines are really worried about. That's not particularly hidden tech. It just gives you more upfront power, and you can do more interesting things with it there. I don't think there's anything else that's super wild. I will say...
It's the points limit. With this, it's the points limit lets you do it.
Sure.
That's the big one. This is the 2200 coming through in the Vamps list, is you can now take 2 proper Mortis engines, and you're not having to sacrifice out the rest of your list. That's what it is, basically. A lot of the Vamps players from all of the countries are just like, what do I spend this 200 points on?
Well, I can't.
Because my list is there, it's good, and it's done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a tough one for a lot of the Vamps players to actually spend up to the 2200 without just being like, I don't know, 6 units of Fellbats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bigger units of Hex Wraiths maybe I'd have gone for. I like a black coach. I was really impressed by the one that I played against at the Masters. But I think the problem is...
There's a coach coming. Someone's got one. Can't remember who.
Oh, okay.
No, someone has.
I see.
Someone has.
Someone's just asked about volume. I've turned my microphone up. Apologies if it was a bit low for the first chunk of the show. Shout out to Jack Toll. I played him at the Masters with a very similar list. I'm super impressed by this set of core. I can't say 100% that he came up with this version of it, but I think he did. He was the first time that I saw people playing like the heavy skirmish Peasant Bowman Mounted Yeoman. It's super effective. It's very frustrating to play against. I think this is like the natural progression of where Bretonnians would go. And he's an all right lad, is Jack. I hope he does.
Yeah,
does
and
well.
again, you don't have to make the decisions in list building. Look at that. The Green Knight's there, and both the Barons are there, and the Paladin's there. You just don't have to make choices at this points level. You go toy. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We've got Ramsey's Double Dragon Tracing Woodsman list. I think this is very good. It does all the things you'd expect to see, but also there's opal amulets on both the dragons.
Super dragons.
A magic weapon instead of, a halberd. So not anything particularly big there. He's just put all of his other points into sisters. Sounds like a great plan, frankly. They're pretty good.
It's 1100 points of very hard to kill dragon, and I suppose there's another 1100 points in the list.
1100
that's what
points of really hard to catch or to shoot because they can just hide. I forgot that the wood could go right in the middle of the board. That's funny.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
Because there's so many different versions of it. I played it round 5, and I was like, wait, it's got to be 6 inches away from the board edge. But no, alas, Wood Elf players absolutely seething.
That's another bit of spice on this event. All player placed terrain is allowed to be just made by the player, so we're not having preset ones. So WTC, it was you must build a wood that is this shape.
Okay,
we're not having that. It's just going by raw.
Now, I'm not going to ask.
You know what that means. You know what that means.
I'm not going to ask because you would refuse to answer. But there might be a donut herdstone coming.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about the... remember the specific shape of wood that people got very angry about at certain tournaments?
I can think of a lot of shapes of wood that people got angry about.
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear which one. I'll tell me after we end the stream as to...
Oh, no, there's just loads. I'm not saying the one that he's running specifically, but there was the 1 millimeter line long one.
That's not legal anymore.
Yeah, it's not legal anymore.
No, it's been FAQ'd, which was a great change, by the way. Big fan of that. Yeah. When it existed, I was like, one of the worst armies in the game, Wood Elves versus the Green Knight. I'm okay with this like stupid thing, so the Green Knight can't fit in. But with that exception going, it's Ramsey's going to be so into this conversation right now. The coaching before WTC that I did with Ramsey was specifically like positioning of his wood, and like it was literally like shape of wood, positioning of wood, and we spent like a 3 or 4 hour coaching session doing that.
4 hours into the night talking to a man about wood. Love that.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Absolutely. Great stuff. Point says, let's go Team Island. I don't know any of the island players. I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Oh, they're
how they perform.
lovely.
I'm sure they are, yeah.
They're
but
lovely.
like, obviously,
Yeah.
we get like the Scottish lot. Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know,
Scottish lot, good.
I know no, I don't mean like playability. I meant as people.
Oh.
I have personal friendships
Except you, Amy.
with a chunk of the Team Scotland lot. So that was a good-natured dig. I keep forgetting sometimes that I'm talking to a camera and also people who don't know all of my personal relationships and inside jokes. So you got to clarify a little bit. But yeah, I actually don't know that I know many of the Welsh lot. Obviously, they get to like the Welsh Open, and
Ollie's not there. That's the big one. Ollie's not there. Ollie has a family event to get to. I want to say it's his 60th birthday party in his family. So Bryn is taking up that's the Imperishable on YouTube. That Bryn, he's taking up the mantle of captain. So he's running his mortuary cult, and they've got a bit of a different lineup going in here as well. So yeah,
we'll have to have a look at that. Bryn is, I think, the one Welsh player I do know. So I was like, I met him. He's nice. I like Bryn. Great. We've got a Team England dwarf list. Interesting.
Yeah, we found this guy lying around. Yeah. He's played it a couple of times. Yeah. We gave him a go. We thought we'd give him a shot. Yeah.
I like the triple cannon. I've been saying for a while, even though dwarf cannons are worse than other cannons, still a cannon.
Magic cannon.
Yeah.
Magic cannon.
Magic cannon. Like there's just good stuff there. Interesting that it's so heavy on the infantry. Compared to
I will say that Entrench is being played to full force at this event. So there's a lot of events around the world that for some reason or another decide that they don't like the second sentence in Entrench and therefore ignore it and just go, I can't read that bit. So we've read the whole sentence here and we're playing the whole part of it.
Well, dwarves are famously like overpowered, but
clearly.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
that's why we're playing.
I'm not expecting that much spice from England. I'm expecting good, solid classic lists in most of the spots. So I think we'll probably get to the more wild stuff a little further down the page. Speaking of wild stuff, Scott is off his classic double brick of death, and he's gone for the massive Tomb Guard halberd.
Figure out 10 points to figure out what he's planning there. Like,
yeah. This list is so good. I want to play a version of it. I think it's very, very good. Interesting that he hasn't got so he's gone like really into the Death Star. He hasn't even gone for like a Tomb King on a dragon or anything like that, which you could do at 2/2. But this list eats undead. Very similar list, like the 2,000 point version of this at WTC, the WTC Open. Both Graveguard units that we had charged the Tomb Guard brick and both died to crumble in one round of combat, and that was on our turn, and that was pre-nerf. So this thing fucks. It's really solid. Also, the one attacks are funny.
The one magic item that I was like, oh god, you can take 3 of those is the lodestone. How often do you see that?
Oh, I hadn't even noticed that. That's a very good shout. Yeah, triple lodestone. Interesting.
It's expensive, but damn, is that doing a job?
Sure. I mean, if you want to put your High Priest in a unit, which I don't love, but it's got to go somewhere. That's probably the biggest weakness of the list, I think. It's so hard to find someone to keep. At least with Mortuary Cult, you're like, I've got so much crap just flying around that I can put it there. But people don't know how fast this Tomb Guard brick is. It is speedy. I've been saying it's not Shaun of the Dead speed zombies. It's 28 days later. Like it is. This is Samson. If you've watched the new ones, this is Samson. It goes all the way down to his calf. Like, if you've not watched Bone Temple, watch it. It's so good. And then we've got the style of list that you've been playing around with Beastmen. Do you want to talk about this just a little bit?
Yeah, I'm the only one nuts enough on the planet to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Other people do this too. So there's 2 main ways of playing Beastmen right now competitively.
Yeah.
One of them that is the far more well-versed among the community, especially with the Europeans, and I think you play a list like it as well, Ed, is the brick.
Yeah.
So you do 30 to 60 feral pigs in a unit, and then put the Black Maul inside.
Yep.
And push, and there's not many things that brick can't kill. I have one issue with that brick.
Yeah.
And Michele, actually from Italy, found the answer to this with his team's one. There's not enough Vile Tide for me. This is not at all.
Yeah.
So this is the other way entirely. It's all skirmish everywhere. There's 1,000. Well, here there's 1,100 points of characters, and then there's 1,100 points of. Oh, did you kill a unit? Oh well.
You get 62 points for that unit of Ungor. Amazing. Well done, you. Yeah. It's the classic.
You wouldn't believe how much work people put into killing the harpies. Like, how much were they? 66. You know. This is much more difficult to play. That's not me tooting my own horn. It just is.
Sure.
Because there's no forgiveness in the list whatsoever.
Yeah.
If you fuck up a movement phase, if you fuck up deployment, you've lost already.
Yeah.
You need to be on the ball for every single game. This is a test run to see if I can run this at Worlds, basically.
Sure. Because it's not just can I play the list. It's can I play the list at 5 games while also having the mental load of being 50% responsible for the pairings.
This is it. As a player, if I was just playing, I think I could do this. I think it would be very difficult. I'd be very tired at the end of 5 games, but I could do it. Being the vice on top, might be biting off a bit more I can chew. So I know I can play it to a high proficiency. What my worry is game 5 might fall in the toilet, and that's quite an important one at these events. So yeah, we'll find out. It's a test run for me.
Yeah. You just need to find a hookup for meth in Spain.
Yeah, just mate. You've played Beastmen before. Just look down those Bray Shamans and look at the amount of goddamn activations I've got to think about every start of turn.
Yeah, it's a few.
Look at all those items.
I can see. Yeah, I love this sort of starter list. This is very much like, oh, it's skirmish bullshit, is it? Very well. I see your ability to.
I'm playing 40K.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm playing 40. I went from playing Tau last year to now I'm playing fucking Eldar.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I've got flashbacks. All right. So we're into Team Island. And when I did have a quick skim, the first thing that caught my eye is Team Island has brought Chorfs. And I'm a huge fan. I'm on a massive Chorf kick at the moment.
10 points for playing them at TSN. 100. Awesome.
Yeah.
Quick plug. I've got the biggest range of Chaos Dwarves on the internet. Going back to the video. I love this. However, Edward, can you find that hidden word in the bottom line?
Oh, Skullcracker. So this is interesting. I was having this this discussion all weekend, and I found with my 2 Iron Demons, most games I fired the Organ gun once, and then I remained in combat for the rest of the game. And there was, is it not better to go for the Skullcracker? So if you follow up, you get the more Empire hits? No, because what it means is I get to play in the matchups where it's not just I move forwards. So I had to play against skirmish Renegade Crowns, like mass mobility and shooting, and I also played against Wood Elves. And if I hadn't had the Organ guns,
you'd have no play.
I would have been so fucked.
Yeah, you'd have no play. You'd be like, oh, here's my Wyvern, here's my Taurus. Cool, I'm just going to walk behind it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You're going to be out of the 90-degree angle? Oh! I'm so screwed.
Okay, this thing's got an arc as well, but it is so quick in terms of spinning.
It can also turn around and then shoot. It doesn't have to start looking at you.
Yeah, when you combined its extra movement plus lumbering, it can face anywhere it wants and be anywhere it wants, basically. Yeah. And it's got a really big range on it for what it is.
Yeah.
But then you go and pop Skullcracker on it, and
I'm curious where it fits in their team dynamic, because they're obviously never pairing it into that. So this is as a team's decision, I like it.
This is to fight Beastmen. This is to look at a Beastman brick and chuckle. But then my answer to that is Black Maul, Iron Demon, bye-bye. Because it gets no save against it.
Sure.
Because most of the time you're going to be AP4 with a Black Maul when you're charging in anyway.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get its ward save against magical attacks. So it will just pop it in a turn. Maybe it's against undead. Don't know.
Yeah, I could see that. A lot of output there. I don't want to sidebar this into a Chaos Dwarf chat, because I should spin that off and do it as its own video at some point. I was super impressed by the big Death Star of 19 Black Orcs plus character I took. I just had a foot war boss in there with a glowy green amulet. So it's the full list is immune to Viletide. But they just grind. And I think if you're going for that sort of undead list, I'd like to see more Black Orcs. I know there's a big unit of Infernal Guard, but just the Black Orcs are so good.
That was a confusion for me.
Yeah.
I don't understand 12 Black Orcs. For me, you either take 5 or 20.
Yes.
The in-between's weird.
Yeah. This is
and I'm sure he's on 12. Oh, they can go and grab an objective. That's not what they're there for.
Sure. Yeah, I'd rather just have another unit of Hobgoblin Cutthroats, I think, at that point. But yeah, it's a shame that it's not like a streamed event or something, because I'd love to see this list played. I think this would be really interesting to see what he does with
Well,
it.
I'll let you know. I'd be more than happy to pop back onto the channel
Sure.
after the event and just talk through some of the fun moments, because there's a couple of lists. There's this one. There's a Warriors of Chaos one that I've always toyed about playing but never done it.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of ones where I've just been like, that's really cool. I really appreciate that. And this one, I desperately hope that they make me eat my words and those Skullcrackers turn out to be MVPs.
That would be really cool. As two Chaos Dwarf enthusiasts, I would be very pleased to be wrong about them. Yeah. Because I know what an Iron Demon with the organ gun can do, and I like it. But if it was better, I'm down.
It's because it's more expensive. That's what messes with me.
Yeah. The whole extra
anyway, we won't talk about that anymore. This high elf list is really interesting in Team Island because he's got 23 Phoenix Guard.
He does. And there's no rider in this list that says infantry score, is there?
No. Standard raw. Standard raw.
Yeah.
He's also got a Sun Dragon. Look at that.
I did. That was the bit that caught my eye. I didn't even see the Phoenix Guard because I was like, wait, that dragon's really cheap. Which means it's kind of crap.
It's kind of like your Griffin that you were doing.
Sure.
But
better.
But also much more expensive. It's 2,200 bleed again, you know? Yeah. It probably would have been a Griffin at 2K, but he's gone, fuck it, Dragon.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm curious as to what they want this to play into, because I'm not sure what the strong matchup they're going for is.
Again, Beastmen. Those Phoenix Guard look at all of my Vile Tides and go, ha.
The save's not very good against it, though, isn't it? Isn't it only like a...
They've got Lawmass 4-up ward.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah.
You know, maybe. I don't know. And then you've got Archmage with high magic, chucking out Drain magic.
Sorry. Pointy Paints in chat says, you think we have a plan? Amazing. Like, you know what? Maybe like after the event, it would be fun to have a chat and see how expectation versus reality went. Maybe that's something we should line up if you fancy it, Pointy Paints. Assuming that you are on the team and not just speaking for them.
Oh no, Pointy's on the team.
Amazing. There we go. Offers open then. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. We've got another Tomb Guard brick.
Yeah. the Tomb Guard one.
Yeah. This just looks like the Tomb Guard brick, but with Ushabti. I think I like it as more focused, like pressure list, but I can see why you'd go for this because it gives you.
It's the smorgasbord. It's a bit of everything. If there was a dragon, it would truly be the mixed list. It's the only thing.
That's true. That's true.
And that's not me taking the piss. That genuinely, then you've got all your things covered there. It's the only thing this is missing to be a genuine Jack of all trades thing. I think it's got really close to being that. And what it means is every list is going to have some sort of problem getting to it.
So I was going to say, I don't think it pushes points anywhere near as well as like the focused, like Death Star, Dragon, Necrosphinxes. But what I think it is it's a real strong defender list that can probably sit into most armies in the game. So I think on that aspect, it's very interesting.
And Tomb Kings are great at doing that. Tomb Kings don't need to go out and look for 20 nils. You can build them that way, but they can also just be there to be like, I'm not scoring less than 8 this whole event.
Yeah. In fact, I think there might be a bearded man who has made that his brand.
No, he scored 20s, mate, because people were mad enough to be like, I can kill 100 skeletons in a turn.
Sure,
no,
but I think the list design was maybe that I never
it was designed for 8. But then people went, no, my balls are massive, and then realised that they weren't big enough.
He's on my shit list. I've been trying to get him to fucking record with me, and he's promised to do it. Finally lined him up for last week. And he was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I've had like work and a meeting and stuff. Can we reschedule?" Yeah, no worries. Don't worry, Scott. I saw his message. I haven't responded yet. He was like, "I'm really sorry. I thought it was today. I've double booked for tomorrow, so after this, I'm gonna scream into a pillow, and then I'm going to write him a nice message." Where I'm like, "Of course, Scott, not a problem."
He is the loveliest man ever.
Work for you.
He doesn't mean it. He is the kindest man to ever live.
Yeah.
So.
If I didn't know him in person, he'd get a lot less leeway. But he is super lovely. So
he's super lovely.
I'll work with him.
We're all very, very, very busy at the moment. That's all.
Well, understandably so. Yeah, it is. I don't know that I'd have tried to. Well, I didn't try to line it up for this week, did I? Try to line it up for last week. Anyway, my personal grudges aside, we'll move on to the Beastmen with Cromwell.
Yeah, Beastmen 1.
So this is. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so this is... It looks like a Beastman list before the Arcane Journal came out. You know what I mean?
just with Crownmore
with
like
the double sport
added in.
with Crownmore. But
Yeah.
yeah, like it looks like something me and you would have been running to great effect in like just before the journal came out.
Sure.
You know,
I
so it's very
feel like
interesting.
it's kind of, it feels like they've hit all of the top level notes. Where if you want to play like a Viletide spam list, but also run double gigantic spawn, I feel like this does that well.
Chariot Shaman's fun as well.
Yeah,
Chariot
and
Actuaries.
this is the only time that you can run it teams, because you can't run it in singles because it'll just die to cannonballs. But in teams, you can prioritize that in the pairing. So, yeah, maybe that's something that's worth reconsidering from a
It is a lot harder to do this time around, by the way, because you've got Cathay, Dwarves, Empire, and Bretonia, who have all got cannons. So it's 50% of the field, which to dodge is bloody hard.
That is a good point. That is a good point. But like dwarves, you don't care about. Dwarf cannons aren't real. They can't hurt me.
They do against Beastmen in ET5. They still wound you on 2s.
That's true. That's true. That's true. We've got a dwarf list here. With this is more what I'd expect to see with like more of the Eurocopters, a couple of units of rangers, a couple of cannons. Looks like a good standard list. I will say I hate this Rune of Concussive Force. I am not on board with that. I know people run it. I just don't think it's worth the points. But I guess then again you're playing dwarves, so what do you spend the points on at 2200?
Well, his beard's bigger than Richie's, so technically he's the better dwarf.
Oh, that, you know what? I take back everything I said.
He's bold, so he looks like a Slayer as well. So you're really on it.
Yeah, absolutely. In that case, not only do I take back what I said, I'm offering a full, unreserved apology. Don't put me in the book of grudges. I don't want to die.
Also, just a quick look for this guy, Man in a Can. He does design dwarf models, and they're lovely as well. Don't know if he's got a store or anything, but he made his own like Thunderer unit last year that will have dragonback cloaks, and they look stunning. So yeah, he's really cool. Check him out.
Very cool. Okay. So then we've got Double Dragon with Forsaken and
that's a lot of Forsaken, is it not? It's a lot of Forsaken of Khorne.
It is a lot. It's 266 points worth of Forsaken. But I love the obviously it's more infantry focused. I'm a big fan of just the points efficient marauders. But you know what? I really do love to see the Taskmaster's Scourge on a unit of infantry. Just like, how fast are we going to go? Faster than you think. We're not quite as down. We can outcharge chariots.
We're like Dragon Ogres. We are moving 7, boy.
Hell yeah! We're fast as fuck.
You know the thing that annoys me the most about this?
Yeah,
he's got every mark except Tzeentch in there.
That is a bummer. That is a bummer.
He nearly hit it, and it would have been all.
Warfire Dragon's basically Tzeentch.
I was going to say you could claim it. I hope it's the Galrock model. If it is, then cool.
Yeah. That'd be good. Then we've got a double Shigengan Lord Cathay list with 2 bricks of warriors, loads of cannons, and a Skylancer crane guns. This is a list. I have no points about it. This is just what I'd expect to see.
Mate, there's a Gatekeeper BSB. What are you on about?
Okay, sure. It's 2,200. You got to spend the extra 200 points somewhere. Genuinely. Because there's an extra 100 points of allocation, so it's literally.
Yeah, it's got 44 Jade Warriors. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I especially with like the changes to the Force Org slot. I mean, you just play Jade Fleet, but I'm seeing people run the second unit of Jade Warriors more often.
This is old Cathay. This isn't Bastion.
Free-handed BSB
all the Cathay
we're
running. So yeah, this is all. The only things you're allowed to run is the original book and the Jade Fleet book. This has not got the new FAQ in it. Sure. This has not got the new Cathay in it.
That makes sense.
And we've thrown. So yeah, it's really crap for all the rest of us because we're like, yes, there's nothing on a 1 or a 2. No, that's not there.
Yeah. Have you seen that they've been nerfed again, Cathay? They just took some
you can't
strays.
put on balloons anymore.
Yeah, it just like I don't think they've even released the English version of it. Maybe they have. I haven't checked since this morning. But if you check the French FAQ, they've been nerfed again.
Yeah. The German one. I'm surprised Andrea's not put a video out yet because obviously the German one's up as well.
Sure.
So I'm sure he'll be going through
Pash
it soon.
was on it. He was in there early. So I've not bothered. I'm going to wait until the English version is out just to make sure that it's not like some weird mistranslation error or whatever. It'd be a weird error.
There is always that.
Yeah.
Well, in the French one, gyrocopters don't have magic resistance, for example.
Oh, sorry, they're Eurocopters on this channel because people get annoyed at me saying them one of two
Sorry,
ways.
the flying spinning meat don't have magic resistance. So
One of my completely unrelated to Warhammer. One of my favorite bits is every time I'm talking to someone at the TSN arena because there's a Tesco's just down the road. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go grab some food from my favorite Greek restaurant, Tesco's. Sometimes you tell jokes just for yourself, and that is one of them. But it makes me laugh every time, and that's what's valuable. Anyway, going back to Warhammer, we've got I think again a relatively standard list that I'd expect to see here from Vampire Counts. I mean, to be fair, it's difficult to tweak. You know what? It is a small unit, air quotes small, in that it's not 550 points. I'm a little
no one has.
Yeah.
No one did. No one went 550 on the Graveguard.
You probably just don't need to be honest. They're just pretty damn good as they are. Like,
yeah.
Is what it is. All right, then we're on to Italy. This is where I'm immediately seeing some spice. What if we had triple level 1 wizards and double sorcerer lords with the Skull of Catan? This is
the list I wanted to talk about. This is the one I've desperately wanted to build since day one and not been able to figure it out. And it turns out all you need is 200 extra points, and it's there. Because core, doesn't that look like a list and a half?
It does look like a list and a half. I've played against basically this list.
Oh, it's bugged.
Yeah, it's if anything touches it in combat, my god, it's game over.
Yeah, but, especially if you charge it. Yeah,
if you can not get caught in combat, well,
it's Vile Tide at home is what it's doing. What the Beast Brick does, but they wanted 2 of them, so they've done it again.
Yeah, honestly, valid. Like, I think that's really interesting. And if you're not feeling dragons, or if you put your dragon players on Cathay, all right, yeah, I can see it. You know what we haven't seen so far? Only 1 Bretonnian list. It's interesting that Bretonnians have fallen off a bit. I think, in part, 4 cannons, four cannon armies. That is not something that I want to see as a Bretonnian player.
For me, during testing, and I don't know if any other team. Because in singles, it's still really, really good.
Yeah.
But in teams, they've kind of devolved into the perfect 10-10 list.
Sure.
Where they really struggle to get their good matchups. Because let's face it, what are Bretonnia really good at killing? Monsters. How many dragons have we seen so far out of High Elves? Outside of High Elves? 1 Warp Fire and a couple of Chaos ones. That's it. So they've got nothing to go and hunt.
Yeah.
And the pegs, whilst they can pop things like the Graveguard and stuff like that, it's risky for them. Sure. So if you're losing all those matchups, I understand why half of the teams have gone, do you know what? Screw it. We'll try and score elsewhere.
Sure. Yeah. That makes sense. That does make sense. This looks like a pretty standard Cathay list to me. It's just got an extra Sky Lantern in and they've got the bombs. But otherwise...
So I think yes, but then look at what banner that first unit of Jade Lancers has and just make it make sense to me. Mr. Coachman with bigger brain than me, make that make sense to me because I've come up with one idea.
I love
that.
I don't think it's good.
Right, so the only thing I can think of...
a turd. That's the...
No, but so, mate, there are so many other banners that you could have put there first. So there's a reason for it. There's a reason for that to be there because otherwise you just put the Jade banner on there.
Of course.
You? For +3 combat res.
Sure.
There is a spell that's the native one that both of these guys got because they're both, well, the one Lore Familiar guy doesn't have it, the other one does on Lore of Yang.
Yeah.
Where it's +1 strength and attacks within range, but it's a 12 to cast.
Is it strength and attacks or is it weapon skill and...
It's definitely strength. It's definitely strength.
Okay.
It's weapon skill and strength, maybe. But yeah. So, yeah. You could do that, and then you can take your 8 Jade Lancers to strength 5, 6.
Yeah.
I have
Might have a +1 to weapon skill and strength characteristics. Yeah, okay.
So you can take them up to weapon skill 6 if you roll right.
Yep.
With your wins.
Yep.
And they're strength 6 if you cast the spell.
Sure.
So now they're as good as Empire Knights.
Okay.
Cool. All of that rude Goldberging to turn them into Empire Knights. Like, I just don't get it, man.
Yeah. But like, it's because it's 2 ranks of attacks, you get some value there. Because like, yeah. What did I say?
It's still 250 points. Sorry, no, it's not 252 because they are going to die. It's 302 points because they're going to lay down that banner.
Sure. I guess so. My response would be you probably don't throw them in aggro, but you have them in the list if you need them to function as something to kill like side units. And I think they can do an okay job at going into stuff that isn't like a mainstay unit if you can pick off certain things. Honestly, apart from all the file ties that you're running around, they wouldn't be bad into you because you've got loads of units, like little units of 15
They
gold
don't
to hunt
need it
down.
into me.
Reroll
Need it
ones
into
to
me.
wound. Yeah.
That's all they're getting. Oh, I have
Yeah.
extra AP.
I'm trying to come up with justifications, but yeah, this is another one I'd be
The other
curious
one that's weird. Okay, but then there's Sky Lantern bombs on his lanterns, mate. What's that about?
I still think they're good. Like, I know it's a once per game. I think people have gone away from the
15 points to lose a wound.
the what? Sorry,
15 points to lose a wound.
oh, just roll better. Like that's a skill issue on your part.
What? Yeah, well, no, Mr. Viletide, shush. I don't need that negative energy going 6 Nations.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a good list. They're all good players in Italy. These guys are like our main rivals going into it.
Sure.
I might take the piss. I don't think any of them are bad list writers or stuff. It just confuses the dickens out of me.
Sure. This is interesting. So they've got really heavy on the characters for their Nuln list. So they've got
haven't they?
Double. So all of their Outriders can have magical shots, which I'm not sure you need both of them to have, but that's fine. Then we've got triple demonology, which is fine, but I'm not sold.
I think it's more there for the MR one, to be honest, and it's just a free magic missile.
Yeah, that's fair. And then there's double captains. So there's one unit without captains, which is going to be very vulnerable to panic.
Yeah.
Whereas the other two are not.
Yeah, I really like the Arch Lightning Rod on that Leadership 10 captain. Really nice.
Yeah. No, I'm not opposed to that at all. Yeah. Interesting. There's some
great cannon with veterans. Interesting. Just randomly, one cannon with veteran.
That is bizarre.
Yeah. One of them's hard. One.
That's most of an Outrider, and they have 14, 14, and 13. So I'm not 100% sold on that one. But
Yeah.
Okay.
That's guns on the witch hunt. Like,
sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not going to mock spelling because obviously there'll be a translation issue here. But that's interesting spelling a Hierophant.
Yeah.
Like you look at it, you're like, I immediately know what it says. I'm sounding it out. That's right. Like I got no argument. But I haven't even looked.
Cool
at the
thing
list.
here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wizarding Hat, Lore of Primal Magic. Now that's a fucking big brain move right there.
Yeah.
Because you're re-rolling your leadership tests, and they're going leadership bomb. Hold my goddamn Red Bull.
Lore of Primal Magic.
And they're just gonna
surely
-1 leadership.
Yeah, you're going for and it also gives you more play into Orcs and Goblins, I guess, because it's the
so it's -1 leadership within 6 inches of a small template, and all of that counts as difficult terrain. So yeah,
this is
rough.
But it's leadership bombing with 1 Screaming Skull catapult.
Yeah.
I'd want 2.
Yeah, 2 caskets though. No, so it's 1 casket goes down, 1 catapult fires, hopes to bomb the leadership with panic, and then the caskets shoot everything with really low leadership.
Well, that's my point. You're saying hope. I'd like if you're building around leadership debuffing, I'd like to definitely get the Screaming Skulls off.
Oh, I would have preferred 2 and 2 personally, but that's just me. And you've
got points for it. It's 520, but you can do that because it's it's 2,200 points.
You could have done it. You could have done it. I don't know why he didn't. He wanted his Ushapti instead, I think. That was the main thing.
That is a fair argument to the contrary, to be fair. Then we've got... this is a pretty... Oh, this is the list you were talking about, where it's more Viletide, but it's still the brick.
Yeah, this is really interesting, this is. And I think you can only pull this off at 22. I've tried really hard to pull this back down to 2k, and it doesn't quite work. But he's not even...
2k with like this sort of list. I don't know, maybe there's some tweaks.
What, 5 wizards?
Yeah. I went with the Black Maul level 4. I think I went level 4 on that one, and then level 3 on my Primal Magic character. But
his big thing is he's got no lore familiar, so it's maximum Viletide, and that's the bit I'm struggling at. Because he's got enough spell density, he's gonna roll Steed of Shadows across all of that. He's just gonna. What if he doesn't? Oh, I'm going to endlessly laugh because it'll be the game that really matters. But then 40 Gore, 40 Primal Warherd is stunning. That's the biggest Warherd I've seen run alongside a Gore unit. Normally, you'd see one of them at 40, not both. So that's super interesting. I really want to see what this does to an undead army. / really want to see how quickly the Tomb Guard can kill it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm looking at? 2 units of Primal Warhounds.
Baggage train.
Sure.
So never even told you about that. There's only one mission being played. It's all Strat 3 baggage train.
Across
every
all
game.
5 games?
So we're doing different map layouts. So
Okay.
it might be on chance encounter for one or blah, blah, blah. So, but the secondaries are all the same. It's all baggage Strat 3 for all of them, and that was Pash's choice.
That's an interesting choice.
Well, it skewed things. What it means is then you take Primal Warhounds because you know there's going to be a baggage to hunt for 5 games.
Sure. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned that at the start of the video because
right.
that did influence a lot of things.
Sure. I have a lot of thoughts about this list. What the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, man. The Bretonnia one, where are we?
Yeah, Bretonians. Can you explain Team Italy's Bretonians to me?
Yeah. Kill it. Dare you. Without combat. Let's say you've got no combat. Kill it.
Okay. So this soaks Viletide like a motherfucker.
Soaks Viletide,
Yeah.
soaks Known,
Yeah.
soaks Orcs and Goblins.
Okay.
Oh, you've got 26 Fanatics. Here, have Men at Arms.
Sure.
You know? It doesn't care.
Okay.
And it's got 4 pieces of artillery and Border Princes to just walk on, grab a baggage train, and then die.
You know what would go crazy into this? Double Dragon.
Double Dragon would wreck this apart. How many Double Dragons are there?
Yeah, you've got one of them. You've got one of them. I mean, Shugs.
Oh, sorry, there's 3. There's 2 High Elves and the Chaos. Shugs really rip this apart.
Yeah.
If you can get up to 5, like Steve's one into this with 5, or any of the others with 4 up,
yeah.
wreck it.
But I mean,
because one Shug
not
can
a lot
nail
to
it. Also, no, but there's the problem with this is it's just getting to the stuff that costs points.
Of course,
that's the issue.
Yeah. And it has got
the Hippo's cool.
Yeah. It's the Knightly Temper, interesting. I wondered if they were going to go for like the Unbreakable Hippogriff when I saw what it was, the one that Luna ran. But
yeah.
Cool. All right.
But yeah,
interesting.
Crazy.
10 Borderland Brigands. I don't hate them because they don't have any expensive guns. So they're coming on ambush skirmishes with pistols. Like, it's a little pricey, but it's fine.
It's baggage. Walk
baggage
on,
train.
claim baggage, die. Whatever.
And then we've got... I've seen this list. Spirit Hosts.
Yeah.
You know what? 9
What's
Spirit
going on
Hosts
here,
is
man?
really good into? The Mirror. God, you can take some space with those Spirit Hosts. They're a pain in the ass. You gotta get aggro.
I like this list,
but
might have one thought on this. If you can't deal with Ethereal, Hexwraiths are enough.
Sure.
If you can deal with Ethereal, do you think Spirit Hosts are going to cause a problem? That's my point.
Sure.
Now, I've not played against it. Because of everything that's been going on, I've not had time to do practice lists and stuff. So everything I'm saying here is just speculation. It's not practice thought. But that's, upon reading it, my immediate thought is they're not core. They're not holding objectives. No. And if I can deal with them, if I couldn't deal with Ethereal, the Hexwraiths would wreck through me anyway.
Yeah. So the nice thing about the Spirit Hosts is there's so many wounds and there's so many attacks that the Hexwraiths kind of just fall over to combat res. The Spirit Hosts don't, because they're going to get enough combat res to kind of just be there, not eternally, but with resing kind of eternally. So
it does let the Banshees hide.
Yeah, absolutely. I was impressed when I saw it. I think I would like it more if it still had the Graveguard. Like, that, I feel, is missing from
That's the big thing. Like, yeah, okay, that's going to be, 160 zombies by the end of the game. You ain't killing them. You don't even going to waste your time on them.
No,
but again, do you know what goes really into good? Do you know what goes really good into this? Double Dragon. Triple Chaos Dragon into that. One of them that is magical.
Yep. Or Shigengans. Yeah. But so the dragons, the zombies is weird. Why would you start with 120 zombies instead of just like starting with like 90 and resing some up or something like that? I'm not sure about that one.
There's no cap. There's nothing that's been changed. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's no comp on vamps at all. So there's no reason for it. It's not like we can't take them. So he's got the bloody White Lord there. He's taken the white.
Yeah. Interesting. Crypt
So,
Ghouls are great as well,
dunno.
by the way. They're like a really solid, like, skirmish core unit. It's
Love-
just you never look at them because zombies are so good and Graveguard are so good. So,
I've mused with a list forever that's crypt ghouls that are surrounding corpse carts, moving up, just keeping them alive
yeah.
for doing baggage trains. I think there's something to it. But the problem is, everything else in Vampire Counts is so much better.
Yeah. Yep.
So, why innovate?
Yeah, honestly. They're Team Italy, double Wyvern. One of them has got the glowy green amulet on there, which is a really good buy because suddenly you can start to pressure that big Beastman brick. Because if you can, it's hard to Vile Tide it because you target with a Vile Tide, it's dispelled on a 2+ until you roll a 1 and then it breaks. So you've just got the ability to threaten space because you don't need to like kill the brick, you just need to keep it tied up forever. So if you can tie it up with that and something else so that you're not just immediately losing and auto breaking, that's a very scary prospect for
And there's still 9 fanatics there.
Yeah.
The bit that Samuele played him a bunch, come up against him a bunch, and he is the Italian Dave for all intents and purposes. Big Orcs and Goblins innovator, knows the list backwards and forwards. He lives and dies by the squig, adores them, and his Mangler squigs. Gets 20 nils constantly with this army.
Sure.
What I don't understand is the squig herd.
Yeah, I also don't understand that at all.
I get I bow down and just go, it's Samuele. He can take his Manglers. He's fucking good with them. The man just knows how to roll 18s. So, yeah, great.
But they don't have random moves. Squig herds don't have random moves.
No, they don't. So I don't understand. What are you going to game there, Samuele? You're going to maybe do panic test?
He's also got 10 herders and 5 squigs.
I know! So even if they pop, it's not even that much damage.
Yeah, which is probably for the best because they're going to pop in your lines, not in your opponent's lines. So
why take them? And then the 5 Goblin Wolf Riders. Mate, just take one of the other and make the other one bigger.
Yeah. Or 2 units of Goblin Wolf Riders or something like that. But the Goblin Wolf Riders don't even have Cav Spears, I think.
Mate, you're halfway to another 3. You could take 2 more Fanatics and another brick of Goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mind boggles. I don't know. But it's Samuele, so I'm just going to bow down to you're a really good player, and I'll find out in a few days.
You've got something cooking, and I hope I'm not in the oven, because that will suck.
Yeah.
Let it be someone else.
Exactly. This is what I mean by he's Italian Dave. It's just, you've thought of something there that isn't apparent to me, and I don't like that.
Yeah. Looking at the time, we're about an hour in, and I don't think this needs to be a 2-hour video, so anything that's standard, we're just going to sort of fly by at a little bit more pace. I think this looks like just a good, fairly standard Tomb King list. Nothing there particularly surprises me apart from the amount of zombies, but you got to spend that extra 200 points somewhere, so sure. Looks good.
Yep.
This is not quite as heavy on the magic missiles, but this is triple Weird Knob, and then very heavy on the artillery, so it's a shooting-focused Orcs and Goblins list. Again, extra 200 points, I can see it. This makes some sense to me there. More Orcs than I would go with, and a lot less Fanatics than I would go with. There are only 2 units of Fanatics, and that is probably 2 units too few. And you probably don't need 2 units of Orcs. But, yeah. A very similar list to England's on the Bretonians here. Still going heroism, I think, is interesting. I'm very much off the heroism train, but it is the most killy version. So if you ever see a monster, it is going to die to this character.
It is. There's unfortunately not too many of them. That's the issue.
Yeah. Thanks, Amy. Amy says, Amy, who is our resident Orcs and Goblins expert, says, Squigs, cheap core, ablative wounds, immune to psychology, some teeth, bad and weird. Sums them up.
Amy's also Scotland team captain.
She is indeed. Was played for them last year and is non-playing team captain this year. And not spiders don't care, says Dave. Damn right. Damn right. Then we've got this is a dwarf list I can get behind. 1 million Eurocopters, a couple of organ guns. I'm a big fan of an organ gun. Plenty of cannons, a unit of thunderers, and then no one taking the handgun with concussion. I like this dwarf list. This looks good. We're gonna move on.
Yep.
Adam Ramsey playing High Elves. No relation to James Ramsey playing High Elves. Completely different people, I'm sure. I'm guessing anyway. I don't know. That's my assumption. Becoming
I've never seen them in the same room.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. The Calming Orb on the Illyrian Reavers. That's a tech piece that I just never
Interesting.
considered, but I actually quite like that. That's not bad.
Mate, 6 Dragon Princes with double lodestone. Let's go.
Hell yeah. I mean, so my mate Craig has been playing High Elves, and this is like he's been playing Grand Army. I was like, you kind of just want more punch. You want to move your toys forwards and hit things real hard. We're going to put a unit of Dragon Princes in. So I don't want to say that I pioneered someone taking a unit with magic resist, but it's entirely because that would
Galaxy
be a
brain,
ridiculous
you
thing
are.
to say. But yeah, Sword of Sorrow, Ruby Ring of Ruin. No, don't have the bow, which is interesting. I guess.
Well, you can only take you boil it down to one of those, two of those
Yeah.
3 items, don't you? It's Ruby, Sorrow, and Seafarers, and it's just which way do you go?
I think I like bow more than Sorrow, but it is more expensive as well. So that's
It is.
yeah. Then we've got High Elves. This is an Ushabti spam list. We've got 855s at 18. Otherwise, looks pretty standard here. Hieratic GR for a double res. Scroll of Withering, my beloved. I'm a big fan of this. Turning off the Warden regen saves of something that you just want to point Ushabti at and kill. Great. Also, same threat range as Plague of Rust. So you can just say, oh, no. I'm going to roll dice at you. You do nothing. And then I'll kill you.
Sounds like Biotide. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's Valkyrie with extra steps.
Yeah.
Then we've got Chris playing some Shigengans plus cannons plus double Sky Lantern. Only 2 cannons. I think this looks fine. This looks very standard. Double Jade Lancers with magic missiles. Yeah, great. Looks good. Then we've got a real wrong'un. Callum with a 5 Viletide list as well. But no Black Maul. Interesting. This is just like real.
I know, right?
I'm going to do spells at you. We'll have to.
So this is super similar to what I'm doing. Really similar to what I'm doing. He's got a little bit bigger on the gore.
True.
The bit for me that is the massive question mark over it is the 3 Dragon Ogres. I used to run them. I took them out of my list for one simple reason: it provides your army your enemy a really easy way to score points against you, because they go,
That's
you
true.
can't run away with them. I'm going to kill them.
Yeah, it's 200 points, whereas, it's hard to get the 200 points elsewhere. But I guess if maybe it gives you something to defend the Herdstone with, to an extent, maybe that's like a little bit of an angle. But you are right.
Maybe.
It's like you're playing a full skirmish army otherwise.
It's brilliant. I love the 3 Dragon Ogres if you're going with the brick, with the gore brick.
Yes.
But with the skirmish, I just feel like it doesn't vibe.
Yeah. Cool. Team Wales, here we go. So we have got another Ushabti list. Looks good. It's Hieratic
King
GR
of
for the
the
double
Ushabti
res.
list.
Yeah, exactly. Scroll of Withering, love that. Tablets of Taloth, which is like you consume and add like 1 to the spell cast or something like that.
Yeah.
Just a bit of consistency, lots of skeleton skirmishes. Cool. Good
Brilliant
list there.
list, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, here we go. Here's a bit of a...
Wait, Wood Elves. Wood Elves. How are you not talking about the Wood Elves?
Well, because I haven't got to them yet.
Okay.
The one before that is it's Bretonians, but with 2 units of Pegasus Knights. Honestly, maybe a way to go back. You were talking about where do you get the points from in Bretonians. Maybe you need to split your threats up so you can go and hunt the smaller things more consistently. Maybe that's the way to play them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And they've gone for the Bonk Prophetess as well, which I've always got time for.
Oh, yeah. But on a horse now, because you can't do it on the the unit, because she can only ride the Royal Pegasus, which does make me sad. But it did make list building much easier, because that agonizing choice of, do I take the bad but funny wizard, in bad on the Pegasus, or do I just go, here's my consistent casters? Yeah. And also Green Knight, as you say, no thoughts. Okay, talk to me about this one. Tell me about
Mate,
Wood
no,
Elves.
I need you to talk to me about this one, mate, because I have been staring at this thing for a week now, and I can't figure it out, and you're a Wood Elf player, so please do explain.
So there's the classic 1 dragon. Wood Elves are like the one army that goes like you can play a single dragon and it makes sense. So that's a good character, and it's really effective in the challenge. Okay, great stuff to start off with. Branch Wraith level 1 battle magic. I'd go Illusion, I think, because you're only taking it for the signature spell, so you may as well get Glittering Robes. Paired with the 24 Dryads, which are like actually a respectably like solid unit at holding objectives. I'm Dryad build. Yeah, I'm on board with that.
I like especially the Dryad backed up by a spell singer with Oaken Stave. Big fan of that.
Yep.
Big fan of that.
There's a level 4 Heartwood Pendant
I don't know what's going on with her.
So this is the like, okay, I think this list might be trying to kill like Death
Can
Stars.
the Glamour Weave go in the Glade guy in the Dryad? Sorry,
Yes,
is that what
yeah,
that lets you
that's
do?
what Glamour Weave does.
Right.
Interesting. Like double Treekin. Treekin are kind of like Dragon Ogres, but worse. So I could
And
see.
what's up with the 6 cats as well?
I'm not sure. I hadn't even got that far. There's possibly something I've missed about that. I might need illuminating on the as Pointy Paint says, the Forest Cat tech.
I don't mean to take the piss, Jacob. I really don't. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at my own incompetence of not being able to understand what goes on here.
Yeah, I don't know. But what I was going to say before we got sidetracked by cats is like I could see this maybe being like a Death Star killer. So you're taking the Treekin for the reason you take the whatchamacallums, you take the Dragon Ogres. Although they don't do quite as good a job, but they're also a bit cheaper. You can take 2 units of them because I don't know what else you're spending the points on. You've got the assailment spell where everyone in the fighting rank takes an initiative test or takes like just a wound with no armor saves. That's not just good into Graveguard, but it's very good into them because if you're holding a great weapon, the way that interaction works is your initiative becomes 1 in combat.
Oh,
if you're
really?
an elf with great weapons, you're initiative 1 and you fail on a 1. So like on a 2+, sorry. So like you can actually kill stuff. Yeah, I'm curious how this is going to play. But like the one thing I look at and go, maybe this is designed for killing Death Stars. That's kind of where I'm at with it. You spend
it's the cats just send me off on one. Yeah. Like I get the cats and I'm like, but why?
Can you illuminate us, Pointy Paints, on why the cats are there? Because you seem to know, and I don't know. And I want to know. I'm very curious.
Cats aren't core, are they?
No, God, no. They're rare.
No. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But it would have one of those armies that you can do this with because they're so rarely played, and they're quite a deep book.
Well, sure, if you don't mind not taking good units. Like, all of their units are similarly, like, incredibly mediocre. It's deep in that respect.
A massive point, yeah.
So I'm just looking at so they're war beasts. They've got hand weapons. Their special rules are Armor Bane, Motley Crew, Run with the Pack, Skirmishers. They don't have Swift Stride. They're fast.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I thought, I don't know if it works. I can remember one thing that I was thinking about was like, can you load up this unit of skirmish with like characters and just run like
I thought that
flighty characters. I can't remember. I think it doesn't work for a reason, but I can't remember what the reason is.
You can get them with movement 9, but I think that's it.
Thanks, Pointy. So Pointy says, Forest Cat Tech, we spent ages talking about those damn cats, and then said, we still don't know, lol. All right, someone's gonna have to fucking fill me in with these cats, either before or after Six Nations. Right. I don't care. I just need to know. All right, let's very quickly go. Oh, hey, Mikhail DB. I've played Mikhail a couple of times. This was ages ago. I didn't even realize he was on an international team. That's cool. So we've got heavy on copters, double cannon, thunderers, runa skewering. Oh, and a bolt thrower. I don't mind the bolt thrower runa skewering. Wouldn't make it into my 2,000 point list, but at 2,200, you got to spend the points somewhere. This fucking Rood of Concussive Force. God damn it.
Mate, at least there's only one.
Least there's only one. There's not. There's two.
What was the two? Oh, yeah, there's two. Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm necessarily correct, because a lot of people like it. I personally dislike it. Whether or not I'm correct remains to be seen.
It's the threat of it. It's just the threat of it.
Sure. You know what doesn't exist in Warhammer? Bad leadership armies.
What?
Like,
I play Beastmen. Debate that.
Well,
I play Beastmen without ranks.
Arguably, you might be playing a bad version, and that remains to be seen. I don't think you are, but like, if you were playing the same Beastmen that like everyone plays in the meta, it's a good leadership army. It is
a good leadership army.
Hey, Mikkel's here.
Yeah, that's a fun list.
Pointy says maybe for baggage train. Sorry, I'm back to the cats. They are the fastest of all of the units because they move 9.
They're unit strength 1. They can't do shit.
Oh, well, yeah, but there's 8 models in the unit, so... You'll need to be unit
Not by
strength
the time
5.
they get there. Do you think they're getting there in one piece?
You can bring a wood. You just wait to see where the baggage train goes and then put your wood down because sequencing or something. Shut up! Don't question me. Don't question me. Yeah, let's move on. We've got another double dragon list. Very cool. Looks standard.
That's what you do.
Both the Seafarer. I like it. I prefer this version. Good job, Nick Walsh. In my opinion, you've chosen the correct 2 of the 3 in the weapons. Neat. Then we've got Owen. Oh, Owen. I'm assuming this is the Owen I know. Triple cannons, a single hell blaster, 3 units of outriders, but in like a 14, a 9, and a 7. For some reason, that really hurts my brain. Everyone just runs it as like a standard set. I don't hate it as a concept, but looking at it makes me go, I don't know why.
What I love in here is the Lecter on the War Altar. Love that.
I'd miss that.
Yeah, Lecter on the War Altar goes Vile Tide. No.
It does. It does.
But you don't have any other dispellers. So you're just living on that.
I think very similar to the Dragon Ogres. This is a mobile list that is giving up 300 points because oh no, it's the general as well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, he's got 3 attacks, mate, with a great weapon.
Hashtag secret war alt attack. Love that. YouTube will soon be filled with videos
No,
where you put damn cats. Yeah, it will be.
It is fucking annoying. I've tested into this. It's pissing annoying if you've got a magic attack army and you just have a turn of rolling poorly. Sure. It's really annoying.
I can see that.
It's like Puppet Light.
Yeah. Then we've got a single necromancer. Oh! Ooh, okay. Adds is yeah. So the skeleton warriors with the standard headed figure. Okay, interesting. Double black coach. I'm not opposed to the double black coach. I'm interested to see how that works.
He's got the dum-dum hat on his general. And no BS. He's got a BSB, yeah, but he's also got a bloody zombie dragon.
Yeah, Crown of the Damned. I was thinking wizard hat. And I was looking like, wait, what?
No. So he's got the 4-up ward, but stupid.
Yeah,
and he's got a zombie dragon.
You have to do that if you're going for the melee dragon or like Abyssal Terror. That's the way that you get the second. Oh, actually, no.
Abyssal Terror, 100%. I'm with you, but zombie dragon.
It's not the Spectral Doppelganger version. So we could have just seen. No. Could have just seen a vampire with the armor of destiny for a 4-up ward save. Yeah, and I think that would be better.
But he's gone for 555s instead. So
triple vibes. I'm on board. Okay, cool. I want this list to do the best out of all the
and double black coach. This is just raw, angry, smash, fast vampires.
Honestly, like that is what vampire counts struggle with the most, is like pushing for points, and this list will let you push for points more. If you just think that my Graveguard are strong enough to not need as much support, and I want to go into matchups and I want to try and get more points, I don't hate the idea. I don't think it's as good, but like I see the thought process, and I can like maybe you could, because I haven't sat down and thought about how it performs in pairings. Maybe you can go, actually we can skew this in a way that a normal list isn't skewed.
I think what they were trying to do is read the meta and go, there's a lot of people who aren't going to be taking dragons. There's a lot of people who aren't going to be taking anti-dragon tooling anymore. So maybe we've got room for it. The one list for me that this really suffers against is dwarfs, because the black coaches can't hide anywhere, because you can trick shot at this event as well. So you can go over fucking terrain cannonballs and stuff, because we're playing pure raw. So those black coaches will just die to their cannons, because be ethereal, feel free. Magic.
I've committed a cardinal sin. I'd like to offer an apology to Stephen Toll. I haven't reviewed his Cathay list, as he's let me know in chat. So we'll have a look at that one now. It's 5 Shigengans. That's 5 Shigengans, though. That's yeah. Like I don't know that there's like, I feel like all of, weirdly, Team England, who has a great set of like approaches and systems in place to make sure that lists that are submitted are lists that fucking work. I'm like, yep, this is a list that I'd expect to see. Double Lord, Monkey King's Wisdom, and then Cackling Blade. I do like the Cackling Blade over the Jade Blade because it just gives you more punch. And then you've got triple level 1 Law of Yang Battle Magic, very consistent on your wizards. More Shard on the Lancers is nice. I do like that as a tech piece, because obviously a lot of the good armies in the game are just real fucking good at casting spells, so it gives you more play. I'm not asking. I don't think you want to play into Beastmen still. Maybe into your Beastmen list, but into like a normal Beastmen list, I'm not sure you want to play into it. So it gives you a little bit more play there, potentially. And then, 1, 2, 3 triple cannons.
Yeah.
For some reason, the formatting says 2 Cathay Grand Cannons, but
no, it's just
you've only picked the points for one, so you'll have one. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's just the one. It's just the one. But 5 Shugs is impressive, man. Be it
100%.
5 magic, because this can go, I think you can go up to 8 magic missiles. It's crazy.
Sure.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It does make sense. Yeah, so nice. No crane guns, but it's just more magic missiles. So love to see it.
Yeah.
And then we've got Team Wales, who has got 3 Shugs and 2 Sky Lanterns, and the rest is very similar. Cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Looks good. It's hard to talk about the Cathay list because they kind of like, it's such a new list that everyone hasn't really iterated on it all too much. I feel everyone's kind of just gone, oh, this is the way to play them. And I think we're probably 3 months out from people going, actually, here's some wild and wacky tech, because I'm bored of playing this list the same way.
I'm surprised no one took me out, Ying, but then we've only got 6 things to choose, 6 people who have taken it, so It's not that big of a field.
All right, so then we're finally on to France to wrap this one up. We've got more.
So we've got Dave at home.
It's only 30 Ushabti. That doesn't feel enough in my mind.
On the Mort Coat list, yeah. There's a lot of archers, a lot of warriors. So again, it's 2 caskets, 1 catapult. So yeah.
But and it does have a necromancy wizard. Okay, yeah, it's probably fine.
I mean, I don't want to play against it.
Sure. Ugh. I feel like you have more play into it generally, or not you specifically, but like armies have more play into it than like just going heavy on Ushabti. But yeah,
I'd say the Wok list is cool. The Wolves of the Sea list is really cool.
Sweet, we'll get to that one in a second. This looks like an incredibly standard Warriors Beastmen list. Not Beastmen, Orcs and Goblins. War Boss.
Yep.
Second War Boss with Shield of the Warrior, True Troller Trousers. Good choices. Yeah, I've got literally nothing to say about this. I could have written this myself in a Fix My list. Like, these are the choices that I would make to put together a list.
It's a very safe, very stable list.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that's probably what I'd want out of that pairing, given the other armies that we've got here, because there is some spicy stuff. We've got Brett's, again, like, looks like a solid version of the... Oh, interesting that they've gone for the unit champion and the musician on the peasant bowman. I'm not sure I'd have bothered, but Bretonians.
Yeah. No trick. Yeomanguard's the weird one.
Yeah. No, that looks solid. Not a lot to say about that. We'll come back to the Warriors of Chaos. We've got a copter spam, or like 6 copters, triple cannons, double rangers, double concussive force, for fuck's sake. I hope that I'm right and all the dwarf players come out of this event and go, man, I should just not do that because it's a lot of points to spend on not getting anything out of it. We'll see. We will see. Then we've got France's Nicolas Boucher playing he's the only person who's playing the more standard Beastmen list, isn't he? Everyone else has gone a bit wild and wonderful with it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But I mean, he just copies what the last person did. So he took your list and then just added 200 points to it. I love
He's not even here to defend himself.
So it's a running joke. I don't actually.
It is a running joke.
It's a running.
But yeah, no, this looks good. I like the choices. I understand why Vitriolic Totem is in there. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, there are so many good banners that you can take as Beastmen. I understand why people have gone with Vitriolic Totem, but I just like the increased charge range, the threat in it.
Again, it's one of them. You have 3 choices, you take 2 of them,
Of course. I would like to see 3 Dragon Ogres. I'm super out on like solo Shartax. I don't think they're good anymore. But
Yep, agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Cool. Then we've got Undead, Graveguard, Black Coach, Hex Wraiths. Yep, this is very standard. There's just it's double more ascension.
Yep.
Sure. And then we've got Quad Shugs, 1 Sky Lantern, 2 cannons, more Shard on the Cathay Lancers. Yeah. This one's gone for Meteor Hammer with more Shard on the Lancers instead of double magic missiles. Cool. Yeah. I don't dislike the choices made in here.
Yeah.
All the magic missiles are on the shugs, which is a little bit more consistent because you don't have to wait for them to come in from ambush, which I do like in a way. Cool. All right. Talk to me about this Wolves of the Sea list then, because you're very excited to do so.
So cool. The chest hair on this thing, it would make Mr. T proud. So I'm going to be a bit weird. I'm starting at the bottom. There's a fucking Shaggoth. Yep. There's a Shaggoth with the Chalice of Dark Rain. So just awesome stuff there.
Yep.
That core is so annoying to kill.
Yep.
Being toughness 5 skirmishers, that's just going to be a piss to just deal with. It's going to be really annoying. We've then got a dragon with Armor of Meteoric Iron, 2 favors, Crown of Everlasting Conquest. Really cool. Really hard to kill. MR1 because of the Markers Inch. And then that Demon Prince is going to cause so many people so many problems. So it's level 4 on Battle Magic with the Infernal Puppet.
Yep.
Trailblazer's Hallmark, so it's got fucking Scout and Fly. So he's just going to go, oh, you cast magic. Aww.
Shame.
And you can't kill. You can't kill me either, can you? Oh,
shame.
Yeah.
I've seen some people playing around with this. I'm not convinced that this is better than just running Triple Dragon.
No.
But it is more interesting.
It's more interesting. My preferred Demon Prince loadout, if I was to do it, it's Ogre Blade, Extra Arm, and Meteoric Iron. I love that. I think it's brilliant. Hits like a truck, really hard to kill. Brilliant. So this has kind of gone halfway there. It doesn't hit like a truck. It's hard to kill and dominates the battlefield.
Yeah.
If you play magic. If this pairs into dwarves, he's going to have a rubbish time.
Yeah, you'd expect that the team captain would manage to avoid that one, though. That would be.
It is Nick.
Look, you lot did really well with pairings in last year. Maybe he's just going to copy your ability to do pairings well, and then you'll be sorry.
So
you'll be regretting the day you mocked him. Yeah.
No, I'm mocking him because we're actually like low-key scared of them. They've got a really good lineup. They're all cracking players. And Dave, one of our players, helped coach them in their local tournament to find out who was going to be Team France. So he's come back and he's gone, nah, they're all fucking good, boys. They're all good. And we had a scrim against them. So, I take the piss and I make jokes. I'm not taking any of these teams lightheartedly. They're all bloody warriors, a lot of them. Nice.
Cool. All right, sweet. Well, that was good. Thank you so much for coming on and talking about that.
But hasn't me?
My pleasure. My pleasure. Before you go, is there a website that maybe you've had to migrate to a little faster than you might have wanted to, given Games Workshop being severely litigious of you not even selling your own sculpts that other people make and you are licensed to do? So the risk of you actually creating something or selling something that is beyond the line of acceptable is pretty small, I would say.
Yeah. So ukresinprint.com. Please come to us. If you like any of the lists that you've seen in this video, I can replicate them for you. It's something that no, genuinely,
Classic.
Send me this list.
Yeah.
Just send me the list. I want to run this at my next event. It looks cool as hell. That we can work that. You do a fix my list with Ed. Send that to me. I'll have it printed and out to you within a week. This is what I'm trying to get out there at the moment. So UK Resin Print, they call it plastic crack for a reason.
resin crack. That rat bastard says I'm painting my halflings as we speak. Must be one of your customers.
Oh yeah, no, he bought. So there's a stunning selection of them called Green Bellies, and everyone I know who's seen them has just gone with excitement. They're so fun. They're so fun.
All right, lovely. Well, thanks all for tuning in. Really looking forward to seeing France win the first Six Nations. It's not who you thought I was going to say.